Pediatric Flow with Jolene is where we talk all things pediatrics, advanced practice, innovation, wellness, and human connection. Hosted by Jolene, a doctoral prepared, dual board certified pediatric nurse practitioner with many years of experience who is passionate about child health, professional development, and building community through authentic conversation. Welcome to Pediatric Flow with Jolene. Hello, friends. This isn't quite the episode I originally planned, but maybe it's the one we all needed. Because sometimes the world shakes your confidence right before you step into your purpose. And that's when you find your true voice. I had one of those moments, the kind that humbles you, makes you pause, and reminds you how deeply you care. I found myself sitting in that space of frustration and self-doubt, wondering how I could feel so misunderstood after giving everything I have. But in the middle of that pain, there was light. Someone dear reached out and said, "You are like a beautiful flower, a bud that's opening and blossoming in a beautiful and artistic way. I am so happy for you." Those words reminded me that even in the hardest seasons, growth is still happening, quietly, beautifully, underneath the surface. Part of what Pediatric Flow is really about is human connection. Those shared moments that remind us that we're not alone in this work or in how we feel. Because behind every title, behind every credential, there's a human heart. One that still aches, one that hopes, and still grows. That's why I wanted to share this today. Sometimes the most healing thing we can do is to be honest about the hard parts and find hope together in the middle of them. That moment inspired me to write a message, not just for me, but for anyone who's ever felt misunderstood. A letter for anyone who's ever felt misunderstood. You've given your all, your time, your expertise, your heart, and still there are moments when it feels like no one sees the weight you carry or the intention behind your work. You've been the calm in the chaos, the steady voice in the storm, the one holding things together while quietly questioning if you're doing enough. But hear this, you are more than enough. The world may not always understand your strength, but that doesn't make it any less real. You are not defined by the opinions of those who cannot see your light. You are defined by the lives you've touched, the kindness you've offered, and the integrity you refuse to let go of. The misunderstanding, it's temporary, but your impact, it's lasting. Keep standing tall, keep showing up, keep leading with compassion, even when it's not returned. Because every time you do, you make this world a little gentler, a little braver, a little brighter. You are not unseen. You are becoming. If you've ever felt unseen or misunderstood, I hope these words remind you that your work, your kindness, and your light still matter. You are growing, even in the middle of the pain. Sometimes the soil feels heavy before the bloom breaks through. And maybe, just maybe, that's what Pediatric Flow is all about. Finding rhythm and meaning in the middle of the messy, beautiful work we do every day. Thank you for being here, for showing up, for caring, for listening. This space is for you. So friends, our time is coming to an end for today's episode. Always remember to be courageous, lead with compassion, and always be kind. The world needs your light, so until next time, keep shining.